parents, this is your training video on the 5th grade hands-on science circuitry experiment. So the materials you're going to need for the open closed circuit and series and parallel circuits are 2 sticks wrapped in foil with tape at the end, 5 cables, 1 battery with leads, and 2 light bulbs in their holders. And then also the worksheet, every child should have a worksheet. And for the beginning setup period, you will pass out all these materials to each child. And when the kids come in, the teacher will show the first brain pop video that explains in simpler terms what a circuit is. So before you do any setup, make sure the kids have this worksheet and have them do just this top hypothesize, just this one fill in the blank question, 2 words, okay? Not the bottom, just the top. Okay, so we're gonna start with the simple open and closed circuit. This is gonna be the basic circuit. So we're gonna connect 1 lead to a wire, connect that to a light bulb, and make sure you're clamping onto the screw sideways, just on either side of the screw head. And then we'll clamp this to that. And then this will connect to 1 lead on the battery. For simplicity, we've color coded it. We've gone red to red, black to black. Okay, so that we're gonna continue the circuit around and clamp this back onto the other lead. So now this is a simple open circuit. From lead to light bulb to battery to a lead. And if we touch these 2 now, that will close the circuit. Electrons flow, we have a current, and the light goes on. So make note of how bright this light bulb is right now. Just 1 light bulb on the circuit. Okay, now we're going to add another light bulb in series. This will be our series circuit, okay? Series means consecutive, so 2 light bulbs together on the same train track. Basically, we're gonna separate them and then just add 1 wire in between. Clamp sideways on the screw head so that they lock together well. Okay, so now we've got lead, light bulb, battery, lead. If we touch these 2 together now, close the circuit, electrons flow, we got current, light bulbs turn on. Now make note of how bright these light bulbs are. Were they as bright as the 1 light bulb before? Okay, so now we're gonna do a parallel series, and that will require us to leave this middle lead in place. We're gonna take the 2 side leads off, add another cable to the light bulb. You'll find that now it is just light bulb to light bulb. Okay, now to make our parallel series, we're gonna clamp this onto 1 alligator clip. Now we've clamped it to the yellow one. We want this to be a full parallel circuit. So on this side, we're gonna clamp it to the green alligator clip. Okay? Don't clamp both sides to yellow or both sides to green. Make sure you've clamped 1 side to 1 color, 1 side to another clamp. So now if we close the circuit, we'll have a parallel circuit. Okay, now make note of these 2 light bulbs. Are they as bright or dimmer than the 2 light bulbs in series before? You should find that they are brighter. They should be almost as bright, they should be as bright as the single light bulb circuit. Okay, now for the saltwater circuit experiment, these are the materials you will need. A bin, your 2 leads, water, salt, stirring device, spoon to scoop salt with, tape to anchor your leads, and then your simple circuit stuff. Light bulb, battery, 3 leads. Okay, we're gonna start setup. We're gonna take one lead and tape it to one side of the bin. Just to anchor it in place so that it doesn't flop into the water. Okay. And one on the other side of the bin. Okay. And then we're gonna set up our circuit. And it's the same basic simple circuit. Light bulb, to battery, make sure you're clamping the middle parts of those leads. Battery to one of these leads, and then we'll connect the other side of this light bulb to this other lead. And make sure again you're clamping the screw from the side to this. Okay, so then we're gonna, so right now we have an open circuit. Our two leads are separated by air, nothing's happening, it is an open circuit, no current flowing. We're gonna add water and see what happens. So pour about half the bottle of water into the bin so that both leads are now touching the water. Okay. Any changes with the light bulb? No. Still no circuit, just plain water does not connect a current. So we're gonna try now to add salt. Let's see what salt will do. So 1 spoonful of salt to start. Okay, keep the spoon dry, use a stirring stick. Stir the salt so that it dissolves. We're making us plain water into a salt solution. And pay attention to the light bulb now. As the salt dissolves, as the concentration of salt in the water increases, we are starting to see a little bit of light. So there is a little bit of current going through. If we add more salt, let's see what happens. Let's add another spoonful of salt, and we'll stir, stir, stir. So as we increase the salt concentration in this water, we're actually getting more current. The light bulb is getting brighter. So this demonstrates that the ionic salt solution now can conduct a current from one lead to the other. And the more salt you have, the brighter the light bulb gets. Should do another scoop. Try one more and see how bright we can get this light bulb. It is going to be almost as bright. It's getting almost as bright as if we had connected a wire in between the two leads or touched the leads to each other. And that is the effect of salt water in connecting a circuit.